Hey guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. My name is Preet and you're watching Info at a Glance, your very own immigration ease, where you watch videos and you become boss of your own immigration. And today I am back with another video. This is another episode in my PNP series, and as promised, today we will be talking about another beautiful province for Canada, which is the Prince Edward Island. So before we proceed, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then please consider doing so and do press the bell icon for all the latest updates on Canada immigration, because I continue to make videos to help your immigration life smooth, easy without falling for any scam. So before I talk about the Prince Edward PNP side, how exactly it works, let me give you a brief insight of what is this province all about. Prince Edward Island is the smallest province of Canada. I mean, this is one of the maritime province and the Atlantic province as well. I mean, there are 4 Atlantic provinces in Canada. This happens to be one of those, and yes, the smallest one, but it's not underrated. Though the province is very small and the population is also not much, approximately 200,000 people reside here, but yes, when I talk about opportunities, this province has opportunities. A lot of people might think that the province does not hold a lot of opportunities, but yes, considering the fact that you're already in an express entry pool waiting for an ITA to come, or you understand that your score might not be enough to crack an ITA in FSW, and at that point of time when you have an opportunity in a province like Prince Edward Island, which gives you a complete leverage to come and settle, or at least get a start, or maybe find a pathway to enter Canada, what's the harm in it? The province has a very minimal fee of 300 Canadian dollars, which is refundable in case you don't qualify. And yes, not to forget, this province has a complete European infrastructure covered with beautiful red sand islands. Also has a lot of good opportunities for fishers, because lobsters or oysters are the common production areas for this particular province. Now coming to the PNP, this province also has 4 different pathways for PNP side. One is the Prince Edward Island Express Entry. The second one is the Business Impact. Third is the Prince Edward Island, which is also a part of the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. So that comes out to be a one popular aspect for the PNP side. And last is the Prince Edward Island Labor Impact. But today, the one which we are going to discuss is the Prince Edward Island Express Entry PNP. Now, to become eligible for this particular province, you don't need much. I mean, if you have an active Express Entry profile, that means you have the qualifying 67 points for express entry, you have CLB 7 in your language proficiency, you have a bachelor's degree, plus you have an intention to stay in the province, and on top of it, the most important, the proof of funds, which are equally same as express entry. And last but not the least, in last 5 years you should have at least 1 year of work experience in NOC 0, A or B. For this particular province, there is the points table. And the good part is there is no benchmark, or there is no qualifier that you have to have certain points to be eligible for this particular province. And before I walk you through the points table, do check the description box, because whatever information I'm sharing with you, I have linked all the important information in the description box below, including the Prince Edward Island PDF, which has all the information on immigration, documentation and points. Though the province does not share any NOC in demand list like we have for Ontario or like we have for Manitoba or Saskatchewan, but yes, applying for this particular province when you are already struggling in express entry is definitely a win-win situation. Now, as you can see on your computer screen, you have the points table for Prince Edward Island, wherein for age you have maximum 20 points, for language you have maximum 20 points, education, work experience, employment, and the last one is adaptability. Now, moving to age, it's quite similar to express entry, wherein till the age of 29 you get maximum 20 points, and after that till the age of 44 you still hold 15 good points. For your language proficiency, as I told you earlier, you qualify if you have a CLB 7, but yes, for CLB 8 you get 15 points, and for CLB 9 and 10 you again get 20 points. Now for education, even masters or a doctorate has the same equivalency. You get 15 points for that, and for bachelors you get 12 points. Now moving to the next one, which is for work experience, you get maximum 15 points in case you have more than 6 years of work experience, but yes, you become eligible as soon as you have 1 year of experience in NOC 0, A or B. Now employment happens to be another qualifier for Prince Edward Island. If you have it, you get 5 points, and if you don't have it, you still end up only losing 5 points. But yes, the qualifiers are in front of you, wherein working in Prince Edward Island on a valid work permit gives you 5 points. Job offer related to your education gives you 5 points. Foreign qualification verified with the regulated body of Prince Edward Island. This is not an ECA, but yes, a license, wherein you get 5 points for that. and at least 1 year of continuous full-time work experience in Prince Edward Island also gives you 5 points. And last but not the least, the adaptability. If we talk about adaptability, it is not mandatory like Manitoba that you have to have a connection in the province, but yes, if you have, you get additional 5 points for that. And in adaptability also, you can easily attain points if your spouse or your common law partner has a CLB 6 in either English or French. We have the complete bifurcation in front of you to go through. Now let's talk about the application process. Now, even applying for this particular province is pretty simple. You have your ECA, you have your IELTS, that means you have your express entry profile. Now, all you have to do is to create an expression of interest in the Prince Edward Island pool. How to do that? They have a separate link for that, wherein you fill in all your details and you become a part of the Prince Edward Island PNP side, and after that you wait for Prince Edward Island to pick you from that particular pool in case your NSE qualifies the labor market assessment. After you have that email from the Prince Edward Island team, you become eligible for the PNP, and then you get 60 days to complete your entire documentation. The documentation is no rocket science, it's pretty simple. The PDF which I have linked in the description box below has all the information on what you need in order to become eligible and what all documentation you need in order to show the PNP side to convince that yes, you are an eligible candidate and you have all the required documentation in order to claim your education and your knock. And the moment you send your documentation to the PNP team on the address which will be mentioned on that email, they will make the final decision within 90 days and give you the PNP additional 600 points, which were earlier holding you to get an ITA in the FSW draw, but now whatever CRS you have, you add 600 points for the Prince Edward Island PNP and you become eligible for FSW draw. So whenever the next draw comes, you are already eligible. And after that, all you have to do is to follow the simple documentation format which is already ready with you. Why? Because you have already submitted all those documentation in the Prince Edward Island PNP. Now, unlike any other province wherein the qualifiers can be complicated or the qualifiers can be a little tricky because we don't know whether we are eligible or not, same goes over here as well. But yes, applying for this particular province is obviously a good choice. Why? Because if we are anyhow holding our scores and if we are anyhow holding our ITA just because of XYZ reason, but if we have a door or an open pathway which is available for us to at least give it a try, there is no harm doing so. And definitely once you are within the country and if you choose to migrate or if you choose to change your province after a while, you can definitely do so. So this was all about Prince Edward Island PNP. This happens to be a easy, smooth PNP, though we don't know what are the qualifiers in terms of the knock requirements, which knock is eligible and which knock is not eligible. But yes, in terms of inviting candidates, the province or the PNP side is quite active, so you would definitely like to give it a try. Now, coming to the most important scam alert, if you are a part of any agent or a consultant who gives you a guarantee or a assurance that yes, they will get you through Prince Edward Island PNP, because I have seen a lot of consultants wherein they have their own list of eligible knocks and they can definitely tell you that yes, you will definitely get it, but do perform your own research and be smart enough to identify that this particular province or Prince Edward Island does not share the NOC in demand list. So if your agent or a consultant is telling you that and asking you to pay money so that they can get you process the PNP, they are lying. They cannot do anything about this particular PNP or any PNP for that matter in order to get you an invite. I have made videos on the other PNPs as well. I will link everything in the description box below, so do check it out. So this was about Prince Edward Island, the very beautiful and a promising PNP. I will be covering the other immigration pathways very soon, so to stay connected with me, you can definitely subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for latest updates. And if you have any questions from me, you can definitely connect with me on my Instagram handle. The barcode is on your computer screen. It's info@aglance21. I'll be happy to revert back in case if you have any queries and if you have any doubts for me. And I'll see you next week with another amazing PNP or an immigration update very shortly. So until then, bye bye.